crops at Cornell University, and I worked for 2 other fresh market farmers in New York State that were doing direct market, fresh market stuff at roadside stands.
And how long have you been at it?
I sold at the farmers market in Ithaca in 1976, and I started in Corvallis in '78.
Wow.
I've been going to farmers markets every Saturday in the summer since 1978.
So there's a reason why you're so good at what you do.
Had a lot of practice, and
Yep.
a lot of these guys have been working with me for a long time, and some of them have worked in other farms and learned stuff too. And we learn from other farmers. I mean, I love talking to I'm becoming one, but I love talking to the older farmers.
Exactly.
The guy that I worked for in New York was probably the age that I am now, but
Yeah.
I thought he was old when I was 20, you know.
Well, they say the average age of the farmer in the United States is 65.
And I'm only 56, so I'm still a young guy.
There you go.
But now there's some young guys that talk to me, and that's fun too. You know, Gabe was 20 when he came to work for me, and I was 40 and thinking I was all tired of farming and it wasn't any fun anymore. And then I saw this kid that was just the way I was and so gung-ho to be a farmer. I was like, oh yeah, I'm doing what I'm doing because this is exactly what I want. Really good. It was very good for me. Because I said, you know, I can quit if I want to and go do something else, but I should remember that this is exactly what I wanted. And then when I remembered that, I was like, yeah, this isn't bad.
Yeah. Ginger?
Ginger.
Oh my gosh.
We grew a little bit last year. I don't know if you saw it. It was very,
No,
very popular. We had it for like a couple weeks in the fall. It was totally,
No, I didn't
totally
see it.
popular. Yeah, well, we get our seed stock from Hawaii. And in Hawaii, in the farmers markets, they have a lot of what they call young ginger. Yeah, so it has no skin and no fiber, so you can just slice it like a carrot and cook it.
It's like the new potato.
Right, because if they're going to grow mature ginger, they plant it about the same time that we did, and they don't harvest it until the following April, and there's no way without heat and lights that we could do that.
Yeah.
But we can get young ginger. Last year we had it in October, late September and October, and there are farms actually in the Northeast that are doing it in tunnels, and they're having it at the end of August. They let the plants run on the ground for a while before they train them up to strings so that the first fruit can be low, because if it was just you or I doing it, we could have our wires up here, but our crew can't reach that high.
Right.
Celia for years pruned, you know, all of our plants. We have too many for her to do all of it now, but she's not very tall, and so indeterminate.
They're indeterminate, but you let them grow on the ground, so you got a foot there, and then they come up 4 feet here.
That way our ripe fruit starts right here, and that way, they can grow longer before they get to the wire. They can produce more before they get to the wire, and we can lower these down. We can take this and, you know, unwind the string and lower them down and put more trunk on the ground once we've picked off the bottom, because otherwise when they get up above the wire, it's really hard. You can't keep pruning them, and so we've got lots more tomatoes. There's leeks out there. You can see the leeks, although they look cool. They're fun. That was planted by hand with the aid of the gadget was right wheels down on an axle.
Oh, right, I know what you mean.
See that yellow tank there? We bought this nice transplanting machine that has wheels on an axle, and then you sit there and you can put some water, maybe put a little fish fertilizer in that tank, and it would like dribble down into each hole as it marked the hole, and then people sit there and put plants in. They don't like the machine, they just take the axle out and they just roll it out there, and then that way 8 guys can plant at once instead of only 3.
I see.
And we plant strawberries twice a year. We plant in the early spring and we plant in August. Every year we plant strawberries, and so we always have plantings of different ages, and like there's some over here that should be in our peak, but every year they divide more and you get more and more crowns in there. See, this has got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and every one of those is making flowers, and so you end up getting smaller and smaller berries as the plants get older. If we go down there where you see the ones that we just planted this spring, there's just like a little one crown. They've got big leaves, but there's just a handful of them. There's like 6 leaves, and there's just a few berries, and they're gorgeous.
So do you divide these, or you just don't bother?
No, we don't divide them. This flower just opened this morning. And it's small like this, and this one will open tomorrow, or that one will open tomorrow, and this will open the day after tomorrow, and this one will open the day after that, and this one the day after that, and that one, and that one, and get all the way down to. But yeah, so if you picked that last night, I mean, it's taking something from the plant, but then the energy that would have gone into that will go into this one. And at times, like this time of year, we can sell all the zucchini we can get because nobody else has it.
Right.
In August, when everybody has it in their garden, that's a good time for us to sell blossoms.
Yeah.
If we have a market for
So
it.
this stuff will keep growing through the summer.
If we keep picking it. See, if we don't pick it, if
Then
you
you
let
get those
seeds
big
ripen in
things in
them,
there.
then the plant's job is done. And
it's
if you
done.
keep taking the seeds away, they'll keep trying to their last breath because that's the future for them.
Yeah.
So if we have more zucchini than we can sell, picking female blossoms is actually a great thing to do if I can find a market for it. We should do it, even though sometimes one flower with a little baby zucchini is worth more than the.
Yeah.
Do you sell to a lot of restaurants?
Not a lot. They have to come to the market, and there's, we probably have 8 or 10 restaurants that we're selling to right now. Maybe, well, it's increasing rapidly, but there's not that many restaurants where the chef has the leisure to come to the market and choose his own stuff. But the ones that do, we love them. We give them a discount.